Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn your post notifications so you don't miss any of our new videos. And now let's get right into it. Sarah gripped the steering wheel tightly as she pulled up outside her new apartment building. She had fled the church in tears just hours ago, unable to go through with the wedding. Now she was starting over in a new city, hoping for a fresh start. As she began unloading boxes from her car, she heard a familiar voice call out, "Sarah? Is that you?" She turned to see Jason, her high school crush, walking over with a smile. "I thought that was you. What are you doing here?" he asked. Sarah's heart skipped a beat at seeing him after all these years. She took a deep breath and began to explain her story. Sarah recounted to Jason how she had fled her wedding after realizing on her wedding day that she didn't truly love her fiancé. It all felt too fast, too forced. She wanted to be with someone who truly understood her. Jason listened quietly, remembering their brief time together in high school before he moved away. Even after all these years, being with Sarah again felt instantly comfortable. "I'm sorry things didn't work out, but I'm glad you're here now," he said with a warm smile. Sarah felt a flutter in her stomach at his kind words. Just then, a raindrop fell from the sky, then another, until it was pouring down around them. "Come inside before you catch a cold," Jason laughed, grabbing her boxes. Inside his cozy apartment, they sat by the fire with mugs of tea, talking late into the night. Old feelings were rekindled as their eyes met across the flickering flames. When Jason leaned in for a gentle kiss, Sarah didn't pull away. Being with him felt more right than anything had in a long time. Had the universe brought them back together again for a reason? Their romance was only beginning to blossom once more. Sarah awoke the next morning on Jason's couch, a warm blanket tucked around her. The events of the previous day came flooding back, leaving her wedding, reuniting with Jason. She smiled, breathing in the cozy scent of coffee drifting from the kitchen. There, she found Jason cooking breakfast. "I hope you're hungry," he grinned, sliding a plate of pancakes in front of her. Over their meal, they talked and laughed easily, as if no time had passed at all. Sarah was amazed at how comfortable she felt with Jason, unlike how she'd ever felt with her ex-fiancé. After breakfast, Jason showed her around the apartment building, introducing her to the other residents. She was surprised to find it was a tight-knit community. "We look out for each other here," Jason explained. Sarah was touched by his kindness and care for others. As the morning slipped away, Sarah realized with a start that she had to finish settling into her new place. But she was loath to leave Jason's side just yet. Their hands found each other, fingers intertwining in a promise of more to come. Sarah smiled, feeling that for the first time, her future was bright. Over the following weeks, Sarah settled into her new apartment and new life, but her heart remained with Jason. Each evening, she found herself drawn to his door, enjoying home-cooked meals and long talks by the fire. One night, amidst laughter and lingering gazes, Jason leaned in and kissed her softly. Sarah melted into his embrace, feeling more certain than ever that she had made the right choice in ending her old relationship. She was meant to be with Jason. As their kisses grew deeper, Jason scooped Sarah into his arms and carried her to the bedroom. There, they took their time learning each other's bodies again, through gentle caresses and sweet whispers of affection. making love for the first time, yet feeling like coming home. They expressed all the passion of their rekindled love that night. In the afterglow, Sarah lay contently in Jason's arms, feeling complete. He placed a tender kiss to her forehead. "I've never stopped thinking about you. Move in with me?" he asked softly. Smiling, Sarah nodded, tears of joy in her eyes. At long last, she was right where she was always meant to be. With Sarah now officially moved in, their joy knew no bounds. Every morning, waking up beside one another only strengthened their rekindled bond. Though years had passed, it felt as if not a day had gone by. Their connection was that deep. One sunny weekend, Jason surprised Sarah with tickets to the countryside. "I want to make new memories with you," he said softly, while caressing her cheek. Her heart swelled with love. During their trip, long walks turning to passionate embraces amidst fields of wildflowers, Sarah felt happier than she ever thought possible. She had found true love in Jason's arms, a safe harbor from the storms of her past. Returning home, the passion between them continued to grow. Late one night, wrapped in each other's embrace, after expressing their desire in the most intimate of ways, Jason gazed into Sarah's eyes. "Marry me," he breathed, taking her hands in his. Through happy tears, Sarah whispered, "Yes." Their journey had come full circle, and now they looked only to the bright future unfolding before them. Sarah was grateful every day for the second chances that led her right back to where she belonged, in Jason's loving embrace. With their engagement now official, Sarah and Jason were swept up in wedding plans. As Jason's best friend from childhood, Mike, helped with arrangements, Sarah was touched by how deeply Jason was loved by his community. She finally felt at home. One sunny afternoon, the couple took a break to walk along the beach. Hand in hand, Sarah gazed at Jason with a smile. "Thank you for never giving up on me, on us. I'm the luckiest woman alive," she said softly. Jason hugged her tight, pressing a loving kiss to her forehead. Before they knew it, the big day was upon them. Surrounded by friends new and old, Sarah gasped at the sight of Jason awaiting her at the altar, more handsome than ever in his suit. As they exchanged vows with beaming smiles and happy tears, Mike declared them husband and wife. Their first kiss as Mr. and Mrs. left the guests cheering. Later, as they slow danced under twinkling lights, Sarah rested her head on Jason's chest, feeling complete contentment. Fate had brought them here, but their love was what made their destiny intertwine. A bright future, as soulmates, had only just begun. 5 blissful years had passed since Sarah and Jason said, "I do." They now lived in a charming house on the outskirts of town, with a beautiful toddler daughter and another little one on the way. Sarah gazed out the kitchen window one autumn afternoon, smiling at the sight of Jason playing outside with their daughter. She rubbed her swollen belly, overjoyed at the family they had built. As the leaves changed colors, they enjoyed cozy evenings by the fire and long walks through crisp forests, embracing the changing seasons, both outside and within their expanding family. Their love had only deepened through the years. On a snowy Christmas Eve, as little Emily helped decorate the tree, Sarah felt her baby stir. "I think it's time," she told Jason with a smile. A few hours later, they welcomed their newborn son, a perfect addition named Noah. In the years that followed, Sarah watched with delight as Emily and Noah grew up close as siblings. Jason remained her steadfast partner, and together they created a warm home filled with laughter. Fate had brought them an unexpected second chance that became the life they always dreamed of.